nilichangewa catheter. Now another painful experience.
Yes.
Nikiwalk nilikuwa natoka pale the other side of Apex, nikivuka the other side of Luduli Avenue. Nikasikia catheter imetokana. And it was on a Saturday. Nilika the whole of that Saturday evening kama sijaenda choo. The whole of Sunday. Nilikuwa naenda hosi Monday. Urethra imeshikana kabisa, even a dot. You can imagine crying to God, unamwambia nikoje tu one drop.
Ifungue tu.
Yes, just one drop.
Welcome to Ada TV, your number one online information TV.
Hey guys, it's your girl Brenda Kimathi at Jau Talks at Ada TV. We're here to inspire, to give hope, cover success stories. Continue subscribing at Ada TV. Thank you for your continued support. Yes guys, and today we are very privileged to have a very professional makeup artist by the name Isaac. How are you, Isaac?
I'm very fine.
Yeah,
it's a pleasure to be on your channel.
Yeah, we are very grateful also. And so, where do you come from? Isaac ni mzaliwa wapi? And yeah.
Wow. So my name is ISAACK MWAURA WANJIKU.
Yes.
But of course, for my profession, I use Sir Isaac. I come from a place called Keno. Keno is in Murang'a County.
Yeah.
But that's where I was born and brought up. Right now I live in Nairobi, and that's where I also work. Although I'm all over.
You are all over.
Yes.
What do you mean when you say you are all over?
What I mean is I'm a professional makeup artist.
Yes.
Doing it on freelance basis.
Yeah.
So freelance is basically moving from one point to the other.
Yeah, I think
where I'm needed.
In simple terms, in mobile.
Mobile. Okay. Freelance. Like you know, like say for example, if you have a wedding,
yes.
I come to where the client is. If for example you have a photo shoot, I come to where you need my services.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was life like growing up in Murang'a County as a child?
Wow, life was really interesting.
Okay.
I grew up with my brother and my mother. I come from a single parent family.
Yeah.
So it is a small family and you know, a very close family. Yeah? So I would say life was, you know, interesting. Well, there were struggles, of course, because of the single parenting.
Yeah.
But all in all, we made it. We went to school well. I passed well. I went to a good high school.
Yeah.
And then after that, I went to college. Eventually, you know, I became an adult and I started hustling in Nairobi like other adults.
Like other adults.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about this adult thing, makeup. What is it about makeup? Did you go to school to do that thing, or is something that you started when you were young? You know, there are people, when you ask people who do singing, I started singing from the age of 3. Was it in you from a young age?
Okay, when I was growing up,
yeah,
there were times I would, you know, cut my mom's nails, you know, and stuff. So I developed that love for beauty, you know, some time back when I was young. But now growing up, I was in denial because around that time I was going to college. It was during the time when people were really biased against, you know, things to do with salon work and stuff.
Yeah. Because
I remember when I was a bit young, most people who went to do beauty related courses were the ones who were not so doing so well in you know, in the academic, you know, in their studies. So like unapata, if you're not doing well in school, then your parent, you know, takes you to a salon, somebody trains you, like, you know. Yeah. And I didn't see many men doing beauty.
Yes.
So in as much as I had passion for the course, I mean, I was living a life of pleasing the community instead of pursuing what I believed in. But eventually, I fell in love with it. But that time I had already done another course. Actually, my first course was electrical engineering, which I didn't also love. Actually, I did it because of peer pressure. Somebody told me, hey, kazi kuna do sana. So when I was going to college, I was going to do it because kuna do. So ilindikalia, because when I was in high school, I was very good in arts, languages.
Yeah.
But sciences si sana, nilikuwa tu hapo average.
Yeah.
So like mathematics, I loved it, but it never loved me. Because the grade ile grade nilipata ni ile unapenda kitu lakini haikupendi. Love should be two way. So hiyo ni ile ilikuwa one way. Napenda mahesabu but it never loved me back. So I didn't perform well in sciences. So venye nilienda kufanya electrical ili nikalia proper, siwezi kudanganya. But of course nilisoma vizuri na nikamaliza. But again after finishing sikuifanya sana. I started volunteering in a certain NGO.
Okay.
Yeah, voluntary. So I volunteered for quite some time.
Yes.
Then eventually opportunity katokea. I got a job in that organization, even if I didn't have a background of whatever I was employed to do. But mine was more experience, and then of course kujituma na Mungu
mbele.
Yeah,
inabidi.
So after that by and by vitu fulani zika happen. Nikatoka huko nilikuwa nafanya kazi.
Okay.
So life went from up there to huko chini.
When you mean from up to huko chini, what really happened between hapo na hapa?
So kule juu, I was doing well career wise. I wouldn't complain, to be honest. And by then before tuendelee, nilifaa kuwa natengeneza makeup.
Oh, wow.
Do you makeup?
Yeah.
You do,
some bits of makeup, like the eyebrows. I know some 1, 2, 3 things here.
So you can do
I can do my eyebrows, but not perfectly. Like
so,
you.
So I will do a very simple makeup look on you.
Yes.
And at least nikisema I am a makeup artist, you can see.
What you do.
Yeah. So what I meant by being up there in my career, I meant like well, I was doing well because I had a decent salary. I could do some shopping for my mother, and of course kufanya vitu za kujiendeleza hapa kule. But again something unfortunate happened in 2015. 2015 I lost my job. And my contract ended at a point where they couldn't renew, and it wasn't mine only, myself and other colleagues. So during this time that my contract ended, I had already undergone 3 surgeries. Yes, 3 surgeries, and they came as a result of an accident, a very, very, very minor accident. I was riding a bike. Then something happened. I fell, and then my urethra was damaged. I couldn't go for short call after some time. So it became a very major issue. So when I went to see the doctor, he told me that I was supposed to undergo 2 sets of surgeries. The first inaitwa urethroplasty. So it was supposed to be the first stage urethroplasty, then second stage urethroplasty. But apparently, one thing led to the other, and they become multiple. So in 2015, that's when now I'm telling you.
You say in 2015, job imeisha.
Yes.
And during this time, have the surgeries been done? Ama hii accident may happen after job imeenda, ndio hii accident, ndio hizi surgery. How did it happen? At what point did the accident happen?
I was actually riding the bike because my work involved a bit of field work and office work. Because like I told you, it is an NGO. So we were basically supporting needy families. So there were at times we were needed to work in the office, and then of course going to the field to check the sponsored children and other projects that we had. So one evening when I was now going to the field work, that's when the accident occurred. I was avoiding to hit a young child.
Yeah.
So when I applied the brakes, the motorbike rolled, and that's where I got the injuries. Yeah.
Tell us your life now in and out of hospital, and now you don't have a job.
Yeah.
You no longer have a job.
Yeah.
You used to do shopping for your mom. You can no longer do the shopping for your mom, and now you have an underlying issue with you. How was life from that point?
Well, transitioning from the organization from which I was working, and going home and knowing that you are in bad health, it wasn't easy, because the first 3 surgeries were covered. The organization that I was working with had given us very nice medical covers. Okay. So the 3 surgeries were done in one of the best hospitals in the country. So I didn't struggle. But again, you can imagine losing a job, and you're supposed to go for more surgeries, and you don't have an income. Okay. That time I had done some a bit of investment. I remember I had bought a car for transport. Then I had opened a business somewhere. Okay. But it was so necessary for me to undergo another surgery, now the 4th surgery. So I had to sell the car, I had to close the business because I couldn't manage it. It was doing poorly because when I lost my contract, apparently I started developing some very nasty complications. Yeah. So I couldn't move around. Actually, I was permanently on catheters. You know those pipes? What
I hear about them.
Yeah.
Tell us about that condition. There's someone out there who doesn't get it. 1, 2, 3 surgeries. Yeah. You can't fix this condition. What is this condition?
Yeah. So actually, what happened when I got the surgery, my manhood was hit. Okay. So when it was healing, the urethra deformed, so that urine couldn't pass. Yeah. So ningekuwa nimekazwa na mkojo, but I couldn't go for
Yes. Okay.
Yes. So basically what they were doing was reconstructing another urethra. Now you can imagine that. A very delicate surgery, but again it was very necessary. So I was undergoing a lot of pain, and stigma, because you can imagine a man moving around using pipes. You have to move around with pipes. The urine bag, and everyone is like, what happened to you? And then most of those people who move with catheters ni wale unapata wako tao wanabeg huko hivyo.
Yeah.
So kuna venye maybe watu wanafikiria you are one of those guys, unaenda mahali fulani ujiset, watu anza kukurushia don.
Yeah.
So it was affecting me psychologically and my self-esteem sana. Okay. And then again, knowing that you don't have a salary, you can't go looking for a job, you still need money, to go for another surgery, and you are not even sure whether it will be the last one. Yeah. So it wasn't easy. Yeah.
What is the worst point in your life, moving around with the catheter? What was the worst point that even as at now, as Isaac, you remember, and you're like, that was a painful moment?
I think, I have so many. Yeah. I have so many because one of them, I will start with the ones that were affecting me psychologically.
Okay.
Some of those things that were affecting me psychologically, like having to go to hospital every other time, exposing your manhood, it is very embarrassing.
Yeah.
Because you see, if you go to private hospital, wanakonga they care so much about their clients.
Sure.
So unapata you are surrounded by so many, you have a set of let's say 4 nurses, there is the surgeon, there is another doctor, and a dentist. So you are surrounded by almost 10 people. Okay, well, it is not because they want to embarrass you, but they are showing care to you. I mean, you're not even very sure whether you will recover. Sometimes I would wonder whether we'll ever get kids. Sometimes kuna wakati like you hear people talk. Hata kuna wakati the time I was dating
yeah,
then that lady alikuwa anachochewa na watu wanaambiwa huyu mtu alikatwa manhood hana
crazy.
So you're like, now what do I do? Do I take a photo and post on my Facebook? What do I do?
Which you can't, you know.
So it was affecting me psychologically so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you are not well in psychologically, trust me, even if you have everything else, utakuwa na feel self-esteem yako iko chini sana.
Yeah.
Then the other one was, you know, having to depend on people. Actually, like those people who wangekuja kwangu waniambie nisaidie na do fulani, now I'm depending on them.
Ndio naambia nisaidie na hii na hii.
Juu ilifika point like things were so bad sad that ilibidi nihame kwenye nilikuwa naishi like ni change life yangu kabisa niende mahali like ningeweza kunini
somewhere you could afford, yeah.
Yes. So unapata wale watu walikuwa wanaona life yako iko poa,
yeah.
Then all of a sudden you are begging them. Even feeding was a problem. Yeah.
So how was it like for the life of your mom? I have now a sick child. My child was very fine. How about friends? How about the people around you?
If you talk to any single mother, they will tell you the pain of, you know, having a kid who has issues, especially a boy child. You know, boys and their moms.
Yeah.
You know, they are very connected.
Sure.
So unapata like madhi alikuwa na affectwa sana. It wasn't easy. You can close your eyes. It wasn't easy for her.
Yeah.
But again, I kept giving her hopes.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. Unajua hata hii time yote yenye nilikuwa nita surgery,
yeah.
I used to act so strong. Unajua kuna wakati nimefanywa surgery 3 nilikuwa nenda all the way to Kericho. And I would go alone sometime.
Na Kericho wakati huu unaenda kufanya nini? Since umelewa off job ama tu ni kutafuta?
Hiyo time nime fundraise pesa kwa nini kwa my friends, yeah. On Facebook. Like people would I mean somebody would come up with my story and iweka kwa Facebook. And then guys would, you know, join hands, wanafungua WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Na wanaanza kuchanga do. Then now we were forced to look for all means niende hosi. That meant kutafuta ule daktari ya kwa affordable, kutafuta mahali like naweza fanywa surgery within a very slim budget and all. So mimi hata venye nilipewa contact ya the doctor and then he told me the most convenient place na yeye ni Kericho. Nilimwambia Kericho na Nairobi ni kama tu hapa hivi.
Ukaenda?
Yes.
Peke yako?
I was so much in pain, yes.
And that time you were ailing?
Yes.
No friend who is accompanying you, nobody, you're just alone and strong.
Yeah, the first surgery I was all alone, but apparently Mungu alikuwa ananipatia favor sana na watu.
Okay.
Because I remember like the second and third surgery in Kericho, mimi nilikuwa nakuja kuona hosi by strangers, people that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, now going back to the point of my mom, it wasn't easy for her. Even if alikuwa anaona nikiact so strong,
yeah.
As a parent unajua hey, mtoi wako kuna venye hayuko poa.
Yes.
And you see now she could see pipes. Hapo najua
what exactly
yeah. Because me nilikuwa zile za how do I even start explaining to my mom ni wapi
kuna shida again you are boy child. Yes. Maybe ni parenting ile African.
Yeah.
Now you are not even free with your mom like nowadays. Yes. You know.
Yeah. Although okay, we ours is my mom is a very good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Actually I always refer to her like my best friend. But again sasa unajua kuna zile situation zenye like sasa ikifika ni mzazi unakuwa na boundaries because kama ingekuwa ni like let's say for example if my dad was there,
yeah,
ingekuwa rahisi sana because you see like hata kueleza inaweza kuwa rahisi.
Exactly.
But now my mom sasa nilikuwa nashinda now how do I even start explaining to her like you know even though kulienda ikaa nini So it wasn't easy. Yeah.
And during this time, will friends stay? In times of need, that is when you know who your friends are.
Yeah.
How is it like your social life?
Let me tell you something about life.
Yeah.
There are those people who will come close to you when you are needy.
Yeah.
And there are those people who will run away from you when you are needy. There are those people who will come near you when things are good, and there are those people who will take off when the same things are good. Now let me explain the second one. When things are okay, unafikiria maybe everybody will come to you because they want to benefit from you.
Sure.
That happens. But again, there are those people who will avoid you because they won't. They can't stand seeing you being blessed by God. But sasa, in most cases, people take away from you when things go south. Zikienda vibaya, most people will take off from you. But it is always necessary for them to go, because those are the people who are in your life and they were not supposed to be there anyway. So that happened, but luckily, Mungu tu alinipatia friends who are initially strangers. Total strangers. Mimi nimesaidiwa. Do you know that time nilikuwa na fundraising, nilikuwa natumia do mpaka na watu wenye wako out of the country.
Wow.
People that I didn't know. I didn't know them. They are not even my tribe. Hata wengine nilikuwa nashindwa aje, don't you fear probably I must come. Maybe being similar to
Yeah.
But they supported me, and besides that, they would come to the hospital to see me. Yeah.
Okay, now where do we contain this situation? This where is the ending point of these surgeries and everything? Are we going to contain it?
Well, let me take you backwards. Kidogo.
Yes.
Hapo kwa mabeste. You see, even this career.
Yes.
This is because of friends and strangers.
Right.
Yeah. Because niliundergo 3 surgeries when I was employed. Nilikuwa under medical cover kwa wanaisha yenye nilikuwa nimeandikwa. Then I leave the place. Niko peke yangu. I don't have an income. Nimeanza kuuza. Do you know I was selling stuff like za kazi ile gari nilikuwa nayo just to go to the hospital. Now this is what used to happen. Nilikuwa naona some of the best urologists in the country, but I don't know why. Nilikuwa nafanywa surgery then in a backfire, like unaona hizo nilikuwa nafanywa Kericho. Like they would be done successively. Nikifika kwa nyumba, when the doctor now goes to remove the bandage, the dressing, anapata kidonda ilishatokana. Ananiambia you have to go
back
another
again.
Surgery. All these times, nikaenda the 4th surgery, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th. Now the rest apart from the 8th were all unsuccessful. Nilikuwa nafanywa surgery, kidonda inatokana.
And professionals?
Yes.
What was usually the problem in between them?
They couldn't understand. They couldn't. It has remained a mystery.
Okay.
Because I was going to very good hospitals. I was being served by very competent urologists, but when ilikuwa inatokana, I don't know. Do you know, nimekumbuka kitu uliniuliza some of the most painful experiences, na nikakwambia about psychological.
Yeah, the stigma.
Now sasa zile physical, ile like you don't have money. Kuna wakati nilikuwa nalala njaa, and I'm supposed to take antibiotics.
Wewe ni mgonjwa.
Yes. And kwa sababu nilikuwa nawekwa catheter permanently, I was prone to infections like every other time. Nilikuwa naambiwa catheter inafaa kuchinjwa after like a week. Nilikuwa nakaa nayo 2 months. Sina do.
And what will happen within this time?
It was a living hell. Infections, I couldn't sleep. I remember kuna catheter nilichangewa catheter. Now another painful experience.
Yes.
Nilikuwa natoka pale the other side of Apex, nikivuka the other side of Luduli Avenue. Nikasikia catheter imetokana. And it was on a Saturday. Nilika the whole of that Saturday evening kama sijaenda choo. The whole of Sunday. Nilikuwa naenda hosi Monday. Urethra imeshikana kabisa, even a dot. You can imagine crying to God, unamwambia nikoje tu one drop.
Ifungue tu.
Yes. Just one drop.
And how was it like hizo siku tatu na ujaenda hospitali? How was it like?
I wouldn't even start explaining because I can't even tell you like nilisurvive aje through that weekend. But sasa on Monday venye nilienda hosi, they tried fixing the catheter ikakata kuingia. No, wakaniambia sasa we have to go the painful route. Nilikuwa natula mkojo na sindano.
Like how?
Wanadunga hapa kwa groin na sindano refu kabisa. Now they start sucking using a syringe. Wanasaki mkojo hivi akimwaga. It was so painful. Yeah.
And so let us get to the now 8th surgery. You said that one was the successful one.
Yeah.
After several non-successful surgeries, Tell us about that surgery.
That surgery actually nilidevelop complication venye nilimaliza training. Nilifanya beauty therapy after which career ya makeup sasa nitakuja vizuri kukuelezea baadaye how it came. Yeah, cause somebody would wonder you didn't have money, ulikuwa mgonjwa, how did you even go to college usomea hii kazi so hii surgery ya 8 nilifanyiwa immediately venye nilimaliza college. Nilimaliza shule hivi nikapata complications. Nilikuwa na kaidi naona shetani alikuwa ananiandama sana kwa sababu you see contract iliisha nikarudi kwa nyumba. I don't have a source of income. Kila kitu imeenda. So niko so desperate.
Yes.
Then nasaidiwa na watu naenda hosi
nini.
Yeah. Then sasa venye nilimaliza shule
ndio hii complication.
Yeah. I remember the first job. Nilitoka dieta kwa catheter inaitwa suprapubic catheter. Hiyo ni ile they drill a hole hapa hivi chini.
Wanakudunga.
They drill a hole. They don't use anesthesia. So what they do wanakwambianga ukunywe a lot of fluid na usiende haja ndogo. Blood yako ikijaa mkojo wanachukanga something inakaa sindano, sijui inaitwa aje, lakini nono but imeshapwa kama sindano. So they prick inaingia. Then now they insert the catheter then wanaifurisha. So inawekwa like kuna liquid wanakwanga inaitwa normosaline. Wanaiweka so inakuwa ni kama kuna kabalon so kanafura Kenya kameingia ndani. So inakuwa hata ukivuta haiwezi toka.